Hi, hi. Okej. Dobra. Odpalmy giereczkę. Mhm. Żebyśmy tą kamerkę troszkę tutaj zmniejszyli. O, powiedzmy coś takiego. Coś takiego powiedzmy. Load. Ten jest najświeższy. Więc jedziemy. Niech to się załaduje ładnie. Zaraz wracam. Jo. Dobra, tutaj z Wasko porozmawialiśmy ostatnio. I mamy tak, tutaj do kapitana trzeba znaleźć Konstantina w pierwszej kolejności. Więc poszukajmy go, naszego koleżki. 50 metrów. O, tu jakiś lucik, a co to? Jakieś rzeczy. Albo w sumie... Będzie mi się mylić z poprzednią gierą. Dobra. Co my tu mamy? Jakieś złote monetki. Zadania mogą być spełnione w kilka różnych sposobów. Perswazja, intuicja, corruption. Aha. Okej, to już wiemy, mniej więcej.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Okej, czyli coś musimy tutaj... Stół.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new. Well
Okay.
then, were you able to repair it all?
No, I haven't been able to sort them out.
In that case, you need to pay me, sir.
I regret I don't have the sum you're asking for.
Either you repair them, or you reimburse their cost. Or I keep what I know about your cousin to myself.
That's ridiculous. He could reimburse you easily. He's quite a rich man.
Perhaps, but a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. And as for promises, I've heard enough to fill an ocean.
Very well. I will see what I can scavenge in that case. I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Metal Dolls, powiadacie. Zobaczmy, co my tutaj możemy zrobić. Co to jest? Tu są misje i misje poboczne. Find the smuggler. A to mieliśmy załatwić, zanim w ogóle znajdziemy naszego braholka. Bo... w sensie kuzyna w sumie. Bo kuzynek to... A, to jeszcze jednego ambasadora musimy zawiadomić jakby. Co nam tu świeci? One są słabsze. Dobra. Gdzie tu jest crafting? O, to jest pytanie. Gdzie tu jest crafting? Tu jest drzewko. O kurde! Sporo tego. Całkiem tego sporo, szczerze mówiąc. Może jeszcze craftingu nie ma, trzeba to może kupić u jakiegoś ziomala. W jakimś sklepiku. A, to jest workbench. Dobra, to ma sens. Metal dowels, crude iron ore. Okej. Czyli w taki sposób tu coś jest. I pewnie tu znajdziemy to. Nie znaleźliśmy. Okej. Czyli co? Przejdźmy się tam.
You won't regret this miraculous opportunity. Your time is precious in these dark hours.
Ojej,
What you're about to discover could save your life.
nie bardzo. Tutaj pogadać nie bardzo. Załatwmy sobie tą rozmowę z tym ambasadorem. Zawczasu, ale tu się płonie dużo rzeczy, kurde. O, chyba tędy można przejść do góry, tak jest. Dokładnie tutaj jest...
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tiefredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please tell
Rozmowa
me
z
what troubles you.
ambasadorkiem
A
załatwiona.
rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center.
Nie byłoby za
He is said
trudno.
to be clever and mean. Be
A
careful.
no to inna sprawa, no. Kolejny
I need to
poboczny
be going.
quest, kurde.
Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Okej, dobra, zastanawiam się, co chcę zrobić. Discover to find Konstantin i tyle tu mamy. Bridge Alliance Embassy. O, to jest przepis jakby. Self-potion, Beast Essence. Kurde, dobrze się ta gierka zapowiada, podoba mi się to. Podoba mi się to, szczerze mówiąc. Side questy. Zaznaczmy sobie tego questa. Tego questa mamy niedaleko. Dobra, jednak mamy daleko. Ale dobra, przebiegniemy się w sumie. Czemu by się nie przebiec? Też jakiś quest poboczny, ale... O, może...
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Bye. Jakby to bardziej mnie interesuje. Beast Essence jest... Ile mamy pieniążków? Mamy pieniążków 18. Metal Dowels jest za 3. Kupmy 2 sztuki od razu.
Thank you for
Na
your
pewno się
visit.
później
See you
przydadzą.
soon.
Dzięki temu będziemy mogli tego naszego mordziatego, w sensie informacje dostać na ten temat. Jak już jesteśmy przy tym stole, to sobie zróbmy. Kurde, jak mnie nas swędzi, cholera. Okej. Nie, dobra, kupiliśmy już gotowe. To nie musimy skraftować. W takim razie. Myślałem, że będzie trzeba przykrafcić, ale skoro nie trzeba, no to nie trzeba. Tego smuglera trzeba znaleźć. O, i
So,
tutaj z nim
You still
trzeba.
haven't found your cousin? As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look
Masakra.
around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler. Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Teleme's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nords. No one else may enter.
A i wymyślasz. Panie, wymyślasz.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people
Okej,
smuggler,
lecimy
sailor.
dalej w takim
He's a
razie.
captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to
3 metrów
interrogate the smuggler,
50
we'll need
trzeba
to find
wejść
a
do
way into
góry.
his jail.
A, no tak, tu się nie skacze spacją, tu się spacją... Tu się spacją pauzuje gierę. O te akcje ciekawe. Node warehouses. Zones controlled by other fractions. This zone is under the control. Second places are forbidden for you. Consume torso. A costume torso of the faction w sumie. Allow you to trick the guards. You can also try stealth approach, but if a guard spots you, it will violently spawns and damage your weapon with this fraction. Okay. Czy możemy tędy jakoś? Harbor Master's Office. Czy tutaj coś znajdziemy ciekawego? Chyba nie bardzo. Aczkolwiek... O! Cholercia! Actions... Per... Jezu, to jest dobre. Ten jest martwy. Trafiłem. Dobra, nikt nie zauważył. Przynajmniej tego mam nadzieję. Chociaż 3... O kurde, jaka fajna. Podoba mi się to. Let's see. Nowe bronie. To można w sumie... Co tu jest? A, armor damage. Mniejsza z tym. No i tutaj przyszedłem to zmienić. Bo to jest kurde dobre. Może i gorzej wygląda, ale naprawdę to jest dobre. Podoba mi się. Jakaś skrzynia. Nie omieszkam jej zlockpikować, ponieważ mam tą umiejętność. Magical damage. No trochę nie pod moją klasę, ale tak czy siak założymy na pewno. Tutaj mniejsza. Co mi tutaj świeci? Dobra. A, to jest jako broń. O kurde bele. Czyli wychodzi na to, że magowie w tej grze używają pierścieni. Niepotrzebnie tam wszedłem. O, i to jest dobre, że ja...
I've seen a few.
Are you the smuggler?
O,
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question. If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no Nord. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
Of course I do. Use key. Lockpicking level. Okej, nie wiem, zlockpickujmy to po
Thank
prostu,
you, my
bo
lord.
czemu by
Now,
nie?
don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Okej, wyjdźmy tylnymi drzwiami. A, zablokowane, dobra, więc wyjdźmy po prostu frontem. I tak... Sorry. I tak jesteśmy ubrani jak oni, więc nie mają nic przeciwko mnie. A, mógłbym tędy wyjść.
What can I do for you?
Oj, nie interesuj się.
You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties.
Tak jest. Wynocha. Warehouse. O, jest ammo, super. Przyda się do naszej broni. W ogóle, jako że używam broni palnej i potrzebuję do niej amunicji, pasowałoby się nauczyć jakoś wytwarzać tą amunicję i to by było pretty good. Gdybyśmy się faktycznie jakiegoś sposobu na...
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Teleme so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
O nie.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias? The one who returned to Teleme after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of.
Kurde, sporo w tej
The
gierce
Eden
zgadania.
of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, Saint Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the Illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced Saint Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white.
And there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
I see. Well, you
Ależ
have no other choice but
pierdzielną
to run and
anegdotkę.
seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
No obiecałem ambasadorowi, że ich aresztuję, więc ich aresztuję.
I am sorry for you. But I must arrest you and hand you over to the ambassador of Teleme.
We might be two poor historians, but we will not surrender ourselves to the fire without a fight.
Chcecie się
To my
bić?
help! And death to the others!
I cyk, i
I
pyk.
understand them. Better to die weapon in hand than on a flaming pyre.
Now let's go and inform the cardinal that their heretics are dead.
Okay, only golden coins. So, node warehouses. Chyba po prostu schodzimy. Fajnie, że gra robi to za nas. I tak naprawdę... Oj, oj. Go directly back. To je. A, wiem. Kurde. Czy może tędy jakby można przejść? Chodź po tej drabinie, chodź. Może uda nam się tutaj znaleźć coś ciekawego. O właśnie. Exploringu nigdy za wiele. I kolejna skrzynia przy okazji. Ammo znowu, super. Amunicja zawsze w cenie. Wyjdźmy po prostu stąd. I przebiegnijmy się do naszego ambasadora. No, tędy nie przejdę. No dobra. Za to tędy już przejdę. Do spacia. Do jakiego spacia? Jeszcze mam czas. Aczkolwiek za chwilę trzeba iść spać. Tu się zgodzę.
Sir Desade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I was able to find the heretics you seek. Alas, they preferred death to capture.
What a pity. But that hardly surprises me. What have you done with their bodies, my son?
I left them in the Nort warehouses. I'm certain they would be more than happy to return them to you.
Very well. Very well.
No.
You have done a great favor to our nation, and we shall not forget it.
I właśnie dlatego
And I would
ich
appreciate it
aresztowałem.
if you would accept this modest
W
gift.
cudzysłowie
as thanks.
aresztowałem. Oczywiście. Dobra, plus 3
I
reputacji.
must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
1000 expa,
May
jeszcze
the
jest drugi
light
poziom.
guide you, Desade.
Zobaczmy, co ten nasz poziomek nam tutaj daje. Na pewno mamy punkciki jakieś, kurde. Ja bym chyba poszedł w tą broń palną. W magię nie idziemy, bo to w ogóle nie jest nasza działka. Jesteśmy tą klasą i ja chcę pójść w to drzewko rozwoju. Totalnie. Ewentualnie trochę rozwinąć tą ścieżkę walki wręcz. Ale póki co... póki co... Więcej obrażeń z broni palnej to jest to, co te gryzki lubią. Więc damy sobie tutaj punkcik. Dalej, w atrybutach. W atrybutach nic nie dostaliśmy i w talentach też nie dostaliśmy punkciku. Czyli to drzewko rozwoju jest jakby główne, a tamte, w sensie inaczej, tamte drzewka się będą pewnie rozwijać co kilka poziomów. Zobaczmy kolejnego questika. Mam tych poboczników tutaj trochę. To byśmy sobie dokończyli w sumie. Daleko nie ma 100 metrów. Więc się przebiegniemy. Dobra, tu jest most. Spoko. Ależ na pewniaka weszliśmy. Dobra. Tutaj siedzi nasz quartermaster.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 3D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience.
Kurde, ale jest tych poboczników tutaj. Sam początek gry. A jest sporo do roboty. Jest sporo do roboty. Wyjdźmy sobie. I na prawo. Dobra. Ach, znaki. To na razie pomijamy, bo nie chcemy posuwać głównego questa do przodu. Kurde, no podoba mi się ta gra. Podoba mi się.
So, you still haven't found your cousin? As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Dalej go nie
Have
znalazłem.
no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy.
Oj, naprawdę nie da się, da się powinien, super.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 3D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is going to have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
O
You
co
haven't
też
heard
może
anything
sobie?
about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find
Oj,
him.
skoczę na papieroska.
Happy to be of some help.
Okej.
Be back soon, Captain.
Okej. O, dobra. Jeszcze chwilę pogramy. Ale niedługo, już niedługo. Okej, pogadajmy z tym oficerem. Może da się to jakoś na szybkości załatwić.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. we might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Są drzwi. I są mi dokumenty.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Klucz nam niepotrzebny już, bo to załatwiliśmy. Skrzyneczka. Okej. Szczerze, weźmy wszystko. Zaraz się jeszcze przejdziemy do jakiegoś kupca, posprzedawać te śmieci, które mamy. Śmieci, no nasz poprzedni kwipunek tak naprawdę. Co to jest za misja? Nie wiem, co to jest za misja.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Załatwione. Dobra. Obczajmy kolejnego kościka. To... Jakieś rękawice dostaliśmy. Gorsze od naszych. I buty. Buty też gorsze. Dobra. W tym plecaku coś mi non stop świeci. Kurde. Nie wiem, wszystko. O. Okej. Przejmę kolejnego questa pobocznego. No, w sumie można to załatwić. Którą to stronę? Halką. Nie zaznaczy mi tego? Kurde, tam... Nie. Nie, tam nie chcemy wchodzić, po co mam się z nimi bić. Dzięki za followka. Witam na streamie w ogóle. Tu jest tawerna, to nie tawerny szukamy. Tędy chyba musimy przejść. Kurde, no i się zgubiłem. Stare magazyny odkryliśmy, ale tutaj nie chcemy iść, cholera. Z tym gościem musimy pogadać. Nie pamiętam, gdzie on miał miejscówkę. Gra mi nie chce tego zaznaczyć. Dobra, tu w się E. Skoczymy. Nic nam to nie daje. Okej, to po prostu wróćmy. Tu nie tędy droga w takim razie. Gdzie to było, cholera? Tu na wprost, o widzisz. Mostek mi przypomniał.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We can guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the quartermaster. He will give you new instructions. Until then, I wish you a safe and pleasant voyage, Your Excellency. Kurt, good luck.
Ależ akcent, kurde. Dobra, czyli to mamy jakby załatwione. No ale przecież przed chwilą z nim pogadaliśmy. Dlaczego nam nie zakończyło tego questa? Vanguard Barracks. Dobra, pójdźmy do merchanta. O, i sprzedajmy to, co nam niepotrzebne.
Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Sprzedajmy. Ten sztylet będziemy chcieli wymienić na jedną z tych rzeczy. Więc w sumie zróbmy to od razu. Okej. A nie, nie mogę tego wymienić. Zapomniałem. Dobra. O, to jeszcze raz trzeba. Dobra. Escape'em przewiniemy. Sell. 34 koła. W sumie, kurde, dobre ceny mają te itemki. To nam niepotrzebne, to też nam niepotrzebne, to też nam niepotrzebne. To też nam niepotrzebne. Tutaj. Zużyta czapka też nam niepotrzebna. W sumie już trochę zarabiani jesteśmy, 250. Nie wygląda to najgorzej. Z tych rzeczy nie sprzedajemy nic, bo do craftu się zawsze wszystko przyda. Okej. Kolejny. Kolejny poboczny kościk. Do głównego questa potrzebne rzeczy już mamy, tak de facto. Znowu z nim muszę pogadać.
Sir, you I'm still.
A, to będzie chyba ten cabin
When did
boy.
you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Be back soon, Captain.
Na dół się trzeba dostać. Pytanie, którędy? O, to są schodki. Dobra. A jednak nie na dół. Jednak u góry.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled.
like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Okej. Pogadajmy jeszcze z tym drugim ziomeczkiem.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you, the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Okay,
Thank you,
coś
Lara.
wiemy.
I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
No, I haven't been able to sort them out.
In that case, you need to...
Dobra. Not pay, no.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the
Dobra, weź
father
to
has forgotten
zaraz.
to give his son his allowance.
I'm looking for a Nord, a young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A naught, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Dobra, naprawmy mu...
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Ale
I could
masz!
repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Przecież mam te... Mam je tutaj.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
No widzisz.
You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game.
Ogarnijmy to, jak
then,
już tu jesteśmy.
Were you able... In that case...
Zapłaćmy ci,
cover your
będzie...
expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
No
Off
to
with
grubo.
ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
I need to
A,
be
już
off.
sobie spadam.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Dokończmy tego poboczniaka jeszcze. Oj, oj, halo.
Come to me. Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache? stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
I will think about it.
As you wish. But don't wait long. It won't last forever. Have you finally made up your mind?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Na razie to zostawmy, idźmy ogarnąć tamtą sprawę. Gdyby was bardzo nie przejdziemy, musimy się przebiec na ten mościk.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Kurde, ale się dzieje. Szemrane akcje jakieś. Dokończmy tego sidequesta i chyba... O, to przez przypadek w sumie zawędrowałem, ale jak najbardziej. Skoro jest lucik do wzięcia, to sobie go przygarnę. Dokończymy tego sidequesta i kończymy na dzisiaj. Dzisiaj trochę krótszy stream, no ale... Kwestia tego, że jutro muszę iść wcześniej do pracy. Pogadajmy.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin.
Dobra, to pomińmy.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. And we are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side.
Don't worry.
I certainly hope.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nauts.
He was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nauts. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nauts?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the North as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his
no.
own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Lucik. Dobra. Serio. Chciałbym już skończyć z tego questika. Bo mam ochotę położyć się spać.
This document mentions another property, a warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
No, chyba się zbliżamy do końca. Tu chyba jest bliżej.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Tutaj nic nie znajdziemy, czyli musimy poszukać w tym drugim magazynie. Czy to pod schodami mi się coś... Nie, dobra, wydawało mi się. Już myślałem, że jakiś lucik ukryty. Ale widzę, że nie bardzo. Tędy przejdziemy, nie przejdziemy, ale jest... Przejdziemy, dobra. Jeszcze przy okazji lucik. Jednak nie przejdziemy tędy, dobra. Czyli tędy musimy przejść, czy nie bardzo? Też nie bardzo. Kurde. Nie lubię takich zaułków, zakamarków i w ogóle. Chcę się dostać na tą drugą stronę. Znowu mi się myli. Okej, porobieni. Tylko czy w ogóle był sens ich tutaj zabijać? Chyba nie bardzo. O, widzisz, tu jest wejście. Wcześniej tego kompletnie nie zauważyłem. A, pięknie przeszliśmy.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Okej, jego załatwionego. Teraz się ładnie otwarły. Tutaj coś nam tu świeci. Picking, piękna sprawa. Fury Potion. Weźmy na pieniążka. Nie zaszkodzi. Rozejrzyjmy się jeszcze po tym magazynie. Może da się z niego coś wyciągnąć. Ale chyba nie bardzo. Jeszcze jedne drzwi nas tutaj czekają. I wyjście. Okej. Dlatego były dwa wejścia. Kompletnie tego nie zauważyłem, ale masakra. Dobra, chodźmy zakończyć tego sidequesta. I lecimy do spania. Stety albo niestety. Szczerze mówiąc, pograłbym jeszcze chwilę. No ale musa mus.
Sir, you still haven't found my cabin boy.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Piękna sprawa. 1000 expa zdobyte.
Be back soon, Captain.
Jest kolejny poziom. Dodajemy sobie jeszcze punkty. Nie wiem, czy te pułapki bym zainwestował może? O, w trakcie uników rozkłada pułapki. Oj, oj, to fajne jest. A to nam zwiększa tylko obrażenia. Chyba bym poszedł w te pułapki jednak. To jest dobra opcja. Magical damage. No widzisz. Kurde, jest tu tego trochę. Jest to drzewko dość spore. Tutaj, piszę tutaj nawet na których levelach dostajemy punkta. Tutaj na 4 będzie i tutaj na 5. Więc pasowałoby wbić ten 5 poziom, czy tam choćby 4 przed wypłynięciem. Ale na ten moment kończymy. Zapisujemy. I dzięki za streamka. Widzimy się jutro. Na razie.